Doug here, coming to you with yet another video helping transform you from pawn to player in this game we call life. And boy, has this game gotten interesting over the last few weeks. But you certainly don't need me to tell you that. Guys, today I'm here to share with you two amazing tools and opportunities that you can take advantage of completely for free, right? So stick on, if you really want to accelerate yourself at this time where most people are actually stopped. They're halted by the fermented fever, let's say. I know YouTube doesn't like us using the actual term, so I think you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, guys, let's dive right into both of these things, because these are just incredible, awesome things that you can do, and very simply. Very simple. First one, guys, is we can write an intention to protect ourselves from pathogens. Now, in the description box below, I've written down this intention word for word. Now, you can either copy that word for word, or you can slightly alter the wording depending on what you feel called to do. Just make sure that everything all the main points and the actual intention is still intact. Although you can modify a word here and there, of course. So do whatever you feel called to. But the easiest thing would be to just write it verbatim. So guys, to understand how this intention works, and all intentions really, you have to understand a bit more about your soul contract. Now, I have mentioned this in previous videos, not necessarily under the terminology of a soul contract. But essentially, guys, before you come here, you have a contract with various other beings in your life. So things like your family members, your closest friends, even your most bitter rivals, to be honest. You all have these things that you sign up for and you plan to experience in each incarnation, right? So, in your soul contract, you would have, I get sick from X, Y, and Z pathogen, for example. And that's really the only way you would experience getting sick by something like this. So, if you wrote that in your script, then that can happen. However, what's really cool is through the power of writing down an intention, you can alter that script in real time. We still have access to our Akashic records and this very soul contract that sort of describes the path we've been trying to walk in this lifetime. So guys, when you write this intention down, and you have to write it, it's not enough to merely speak it. It's not enough to merely read it and just think it in your head. Now that will, of course, strengthen it after you've written it down. However, this is something where you have to physically write it and engrave your own Akashic record with this new part of the soul contract. So guys, I really prefer to write it with, pen or pencil and paper. That, to me, it just feels more impactful. I mean, we're putting it directly into the physical universe then. Now, of course, I realize in these times, we actually can't just necessarily go out and just get paper. Paper should still be pretty abundant. However, I realize that that's not, it's not like a random day where we can just go get paper. And you probably have some lying around the house. But in the event you don't, Source and the universe is incredibly flexible. And you can actually type this out on a computer or your phone. So open up a little Word document and label it intention for blocking pathogens, or intention for whatever it is you're intending to write. But in this case, of course, it'd be the pathogen, right? And then write it out, type it out, and save the document, and just leave it on your phone or computer, whatever you do it on. And if you write it down physically, just store it somewhere in your room where it'll be safe. I have a drawer just full of intentions that I wrote. For me, I just like the writing physically better, but in a pinch, you can also type it out. So guys, this intention, it blocks all pathogens. So not just the Pilsner plague, but any other pathogens you may come across throughout the rest of this lifetime. The intention specifically calls out the rest of this incarnation that you're here. So this is an amazing way to simply avoid getting sick for no reason. Generally speaking, getting sick simply just kind of wastes your time. You're not in any real danger. You're more just, wasting time, recovering when you could be out producing or doing something that you actually enjoy. So guys, please, all I ask is that you share that intention with as many people who are worried, freaking out, succumbing to the fear, which is, actually a bunch of people I know, in my extended family, friends, things like that, I know are actually having an adverse response to this. Now, I know everything's fine, and even before the intention, it just is one of those things where I just have such a strong belief that I'm not going to get sick. Because I really haven't been sick in years, and once you master that sort of internal dialogue, you're not really going to get even the common cold anymore. But that's a topic for a completely other video. Next, I really want to get into the second tool, the second opportunity that we're just so blessed to it. I'm so grateful to present this to you guys, and that is free energy transfer resets. You heard that right, free energy transfer resets. This takes place every Wednesday night. So every ETR practitioner across the globe, including myself, conduct sessions on everybody. And that's how wide sweeping, that's how many galactic beings are coming to our aid at this time. Because it is a very unprecedented time in history, right? So at a spiritual level, all the benevolent forces in spirit, there's working overtime to help us out. So we're going to be fine, guys, regardless of when anything happens. But specifically with this energy transfer reset, all you'll have to do to get in on this is just comment down below your name, the names of any family members, loved ones, friends, pets, whatever you want, whoever you want to actually have this energy transfer reset to. Now, there's a whole video on my channel about the energy transfer reset and its myriad benefits, but just know that it can affect your life positively in basically all aspects of your life. There's a whole 20+ minute video on my channel, which I'll probably have at the end of this video for anyone more curious about what this entails. Now, guys, don't feel like you're being greedy or whatever if you have a really long list of names. Actually, it helps out everybody when your list is longer, because this is really how, as a society, we can help turn the tide against all of this fear. The true virus going on is fear, guys. We're in this state of fear, and they're trying, the powers that shouldn't be are really trying to put a lot of emergency things in effect, a lot of really bad decisions. Now, when you're making choices and decisions out of fear, that's never good in the long term. That it's often a very terrible place to be making any decisions from. So as a society, if a majority of us are wrapped up in fear, then we're allowing very, bad things to happen to our society. Far more Orwellian type of things can be put into place if everyone's, stuck in their homes panicking. So the energy transfer reset, guys, is one of the easiest ways to just snap you out of your fear. Okay? Fear, and just propel you in life. Because the thing with this virus, this whole thing going on, is it's actually pushing people back onto their soul contracts. If you think about it, it does suck in the immediate moment how many people are losing their jobs and things of that nature. However, guys, I have to, I don't have any true data to back this up, but what I would say is I don't think anybody came here, just to be a waiter or just to be a waitress, for example. Now, these are excellent roles. You can learn a lot from them that helps society and the economy keep progressing. So these are awesome roles to be in for a time. However, I think so many people have been complacent in these kind of positions, and now collectively at a soul level, an event like this is to trigger a lot of people to get back on their path, to get back on their mission, which, like I said, at least a majority of people who are, in kind of a menial job that might have, are out of work currently, it's most likely because your soul is just like almost forcing and urging you to get back closer to your own path, right? So the thing is, this energy transfer reset will also help you come up with those brilliant ideas. Because a stressful thing like losing your job is actually where the most growth can happen to a person. Take my brother for an example. He's been working at this gym for many years. And again, great role to be in. I'm sure he's learned a lot. However, he's been trying to get his brewery off the ground. He's really good, and a restaurant. He's very good at cooking food. I mean, no one else would touch my Thanksgiving turkey, you know what I mean? I won't let anyone else cook my turkey. That's just a funny thing, but seriously, he's so good at cooking. And he also started brewing beer with my dad and found he was very good at it. And this is something that is, more aligned with him at a soul level compared to just working at a gym, right? Again, not trying to bash anyone's jobs or whatever. It's just the fact of the matter is we came here to really accomplish great things, each and every one of us. So the idea that you're just stuck in some menial kind of low-level corporate position your whole life just doesn't really jive with a majority of soul contracts out there. So guys, if you're, kind of struggling to get these ideas off the ground, or, you kind of have this paralysis kind of, I don't want to move forward with what I know I'm supposed to be doing, the energy transfer reset will just smash through all that, and you'll be having explosive growth. Especially because this will happen every single Wednesday going forward. Now, I don't know how long that'll be. I'm certain at least several months, simply because it's such an amazing thing for us to do, right? Every single week. Now, the conventional wisdom with the ETR, because it's still relatively new stuff, so we're constantly learning more about the ETRs as we give them out. So one thing we just learned is that actually getting one every single week just accelerates everything exponentially. See, our bodies are changing and metamorphosizing to match the higher, dimensional realities that we're experiencing. At a mind level, many of us are currently thinking and operating at a fifth dimensional level, and then slowly everything in the physical realm follows suit and starts to become higher vibrational. So our bodies are going through massive changes at this time. Again, that's probably not anything I needed to tell you guys, because things have just been so wild and life has just been really moving forward at an accelerated rate pretty much ever since 2012. But anyway, a weekly energy transfer reset, it essentially starts kind of like a fusion, almost like a fusion reactor at a soul level. It's this energy fusion that just keeps growing and growing and growing when we repeatedly get it. So I personally have been a part of this, giving and receiving this energy transfer reset for 2 weeks now, and I can tell you just how amazing I feel. And that's the other cool thing is, I'm recording this on a Tuesday morning. Tomorrow will be the next one that you can get in on. But say you come across this video on Thursday or a few weeks from now. Whatever it is, you can still comment below and get your name in on it. And all the names of your friends, loved ones, pets, etc. And every Wednesday, you will now be getting this weekly one completely for free. Because like I said, this is our way of tipping the scales. It's really come down to we have to push back against this fear and get happy, joyful citizens again who are making decisions based on logic and not fear. So we're going full steam ahead every Wednesday for this. And like I said, just write your name below and the names of everyone. That's all you need, is just that little bit of permission, and then the beings do the rest. So Wednesday night, you'll go to sleep. You might be a little tired Thursday morning, maybe throughout the rest of the weekend there, simply because these are such powerful energies that are coming through that your body will need to adjust to them. So if there's anything slightly wonky going on the first day or two, just understand that that's completely normal. Because what you're going to see far more than a little wonkiness is amazing, explosive change in your life. And again, guys, just to reiterate, it is completely free. Just write the names down below. And also, as a quick reminder, write that intention down. Rather than including it in the video itself, I wanted to do in the description, just so it's a little bit easier for you guys to write it down. Essentially, just write that down. Write your names of everyone down who you really want to see help or get help to, however you want to word that. But, guys, as many people as possible for both this intention and the ETR. The more people who put both of these into place in their lives, the more the entire collective just benefits from rational, happy people. That's what we want. Not fear-based people who feel like they're stuck in their homes. Because everything's going to be fine, and I do hope everyone is doing well. Now, if you do need help of any kind, please comment down below. We'll see what we as a community can do for you. At this time, we all have to come together. And I really thank you for the time watching this video. Please sign up for this free ETR. Please write this free intention. It is changing the world as we know it, We're going to reverse all of this darkness, and we're going to make it a bright future. So many people are going to wake up from this whole pandemic nonsense. It's awesome. As soon as this blows over, the world's going to be such a better place. I'm really excited to see it. And we're going to get through this. Everything's going to be amazing. And I hope you guys are doing well out there. Also, if there's anything else you want me to talk about, do you want me to extrapolate on anything in this video, any spiritual topics in general you'd like me to get into, also comment those down below. I love getting video topics. It makes it way easier for me to get on here when I have a person in mind that I'm trying to help. So that is amazing and just helps out everyone as well. Because also, if you're wondering about something, most likely there are plenty of other people also wondering that. So it benefits everyone to ask these questions and get these videos made. Alright guys, that's it for me. I really hope you've enjoyed the video. I really hope you're enjoying your time. You probably have a lot of free time. Have some fun with it, guys. Do things that your soul is screaming at you to do. Have fun. Be productive too, you want to get things going too, but you also want to have fun. This is a brilliant time to let loose, play your video game backlog, read those books you've been meaning to read, watch your favorite, movie series again, just for the sheer fun of it. All these things you can do just to raise your own vibration and have a lot of fun. And most importantly, guys, do not have any fear going into this. That's what the powers that shouldn't be want. So you have to give them the exact opposite. Give them confidence, give them joy, and have a fun out there, guys. Take it easy.